This is a simple website setup within MailChimp. Now, out of all of your funnels, we're going to teach you how to build everything. If stuff doesn't fit, like let's say I grab a stock photo or I have a photo of myself and it doesn't fit, I'll resize it or I'll pull it in Photoshop. I'll make it smaller. I'll re-upload it until it fits. Okay. So that's absolutely simple. I use MailChimp because it absolutely works great for mobile. The email is like perfect. It's got amazing templates. It's just complete functionality, simple to use, and it can knock off all of your objectives. Okay. So right away when you get started, you go to MailChimp.com, you set up an account. So right now we are using a dummy account, which yes, I did pay for just to teach you guys a little bit, but I am that invested. So this would be Heart Hackers, and where I see this going in the future is I potentially know somebody that's thinking about hiring my company to build their whole flow. So if ever in the future this becomes a real thing, and if it hyphenates it in the search, that means we have to backspace it so we can get it all one word. Search available domains. Oh, the signature.com not available. And I do recommend a .com, by the way. So when you're going through here, the signature. So remember, look at this. This not only is not a one-word domain because it's got a space, it's got a .org in there, a .organization, which is which we would not want to use. Okay, because we're not an organization. We're not like a. Anyways, so don't use .click, .games, any of this other crap. You want a .com. All right, so the basic to boss academy course masters. Let's just say that's my name, right? Who's ever going to use this? Nobody. But let's just say I'm just doing all this to finally I get my .com, my name, right? I use your name, okay. The basic boss academy course masters.com. Nobody's ever gonna the boss academy course masters. Ugh, I don't like this name. However, you can claim your domain for $13 right now, and it's .com. Okay, so make sure you get yours in a .com. It just looks better. I mean, you don't want .biz, .net. Like, are you a real biz? All right, cool. So now you just purchased it for like $13 plus tax, whatever, right? Add and verify a domain name. Okay, this is going to make you set up email, whatever your domains control, how your emails are sent through MailChimp. Verifying and authenticating your domains, work hard. Okay, add and verify domain. We are not going to do that, but we did link a Gmail. That is going to be enough for this right here. This will give you your custom email domain. You can just we already have one. But it's your option is going to be right here. Okay, it's gonna let you do this right here in this section. All right. So now you got your domain name. Okay. Now I want it to be your whatever your signature program is. Okay, the name of that, if it's short enough, with a .com. Okay, and then you've bought this, and that's good. That should also, upon checkout, give you an option for hosting. Hosting is going to be cheap. It'll be around $30 a month. Something like that to get started. So when you go to checkout for this, it's going to give you the option for that. So do not worry. Just go through the steps, get it done, right? Because we are not playing with this business. We are getting it done. All right. Now you have your hearthackers.com, your transformational program, whatever, campaigns. All right. Here's going to be all your campaigns. All right. Right now, I don't want to talk about this. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to start building, and we're going to go to your website, and we're going to click website. All right. This is highlighted. It's right here, hearthackers.com. And as you can see, the only thing I did was create a small little logo and uploaded that right there. Okay. So with that being said, let's hit edit site. That's how you get into it. Now, when you first start, all you are going to have is this home page with the ad page. These two things right here will not be here. All right. So, what I want to do is first, you are going to click into your first homepage and click edit page. Okay. Now you can decide what this says right here you can either click into it, open it, and then it's going to give you this option right here. So you see that? and I can enable navigation. I can take it off, right? So, all right, so opening this up, this is what we see. I have just a little logo, but I'm gonna actually just take this off, and this is gonna give you an option to put a logo in here. And just by highlighting this option, okay, edit right here, this is what you want. And your logo options can be a text, hearthackers.com. You know, you can just put a text if you don't have a logo. If you guys want a video on how to create a really awesome logo really fast. I mean, I do use Envato to Photoshop to do some quick design, find a font in Envato, bring it to Photoshop. Here is where you can set your heading size. Your heading 1 is going to be really tall. Everything else below that's going to be small. But you can change the font over here, underline, bold, italic, change the positioning of where you want it aligned. And you're back to your image. It already has our logo in there. The only other thing you'd have to do is click around this until it allows you, so it opens that little box. It's just gonna allow me to drag it. All right. So HH is going to be our logo. It's going to be our Heart Hackers. Let's go over here. Find us. Okay, so you could build out another page, but since we are just doing a one-page layout, we are not. So we're going to delete that. We're going to hover over it. We're going to delete it. Okay. Now, this is everything above the fold. This is where you could either put a banner or keep it small and put a small logo. But right here, so this is above the fold, and on desktop, this is what we're seeing. So right here, let's say I want to edit section. Great, this popped out, layout, background. Okay, now we're gonna go hit image, and since this has something to do with the heart and or dating, I am just gonna pop up another window for Envato. I would prefer Envato. Let's just go dating, right? Let's just, if this was gonna be a dating site. Right here, download, client work, download. Great, now I can switch back to MailChimp, and I can upload. And if it's too big, I can just hit this right here and hit upload. It might give me some sizing options, but if not, I can bring it into Photoshop and just go file, export, and then drag it from 100% down to like 25%. Since this is so big, it's probably gonna take a minute. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so like it's not perfect, but let's see what it will give me. It could give me this layout. So I could go left side, right side. I could do this layout, delete the above section if I want, this layout. Chose my layout. I like it. Let's just cut them off at the heads, right? Anyways, the point is I would just make this image smaller by going into Photoshop, exporting, and making it smaller. That's it. Or finding somewhere to compress the file smaller. That's it. You know, the file's too big. Right here, I would say, remember, our structure is to add a book to call, okay? So, find out how so many singles have found love through Heart Hackers in 30 days or less. Exclamation point, Control A just highlights everything. And for this, I'm going to highlight, I'm going to make that white, right? There it is. And now we want this bigger, and we just go heading 1. That'll make it huge. Heading 2. Okay, heading 2 is more like this is nice. And I like that style. I like this style right here, but I am going to center it. All right. And I just think that if anything, I mean, I really like that font too. Right here, learn more. Okay, so this is going to be book call, right? Literally click on it. There it is. And I don't like the way that's turning out, right? Okay, book a call. And then this is great. Find out how so many singles have found love through Heart Hackers in 30 days or less. Okay, so already what we are doing is we are calling out a very strong call to action. This is maybe addressing a pain point of not finding love, but how they're doing it so fast. I'm already loving this. And so could you imagine like going through and doing this for your stuff, right? Okay, so now we just did like book a call today. or book a call today, right? All right, so book a call today, exclamation point. Sure, there's no rules to this. All right, and then right underneath there, if you don't like the content cells, you can add new ones. So we have your website, we have a book to call. I would use this space, and actually I would maybe hit layout of it and see what pops up. If I don't like this layout, I'm just going to delete this section, right? I'm going to delete that section, remove section, and then I'm going to hit add section. And then now under this add section, I'm going to go text and image. Let's see if I want a video. So if I have a video, I would put that there. But right here, we're going to do text and image, and we're going to stagger these like from left to right. And so then we're going to go this way, right? And oh, look, it already comes with a happy customer in there. All right, so let's see. All right, now let's remove her and just put a stock photo. Now I would be using real testimonials. This is a dummy site, guys. Just remember, like, this could link to somewhere. Just remember, just by doing this, and then you could have it open in window. But we're not gonna do that. We are just gonna hit replace, and then I'm gonna go to upload, right? I don't really know if I have a good photo here. That's kind of like would take up the whole. I'm going to go back to Envato, and I'm going to find a young lady, right? Let's see. Or I could find a couple. All right. There's stock video. There's, okay, happy couple, smiling couple. You see, kind of see how I'm using Envato, you know? Oh my goodness, we found our happy testimonial right here. Look at that. They met on Heart Hackers. They met using the Heart Hackers coaching training program, and within 30 days, they were in love or something. I don't know, whatever. Now we're going to upload our photo, and it's going to take a minute because these photos are big. Like, most of your photos are going to be smaller size. The upload's going to go real quick, but this is going to have a better result. And I'm just going to kind of like go through and make a dummy site to kind of help you guys. I know a lot of you will appreciate this, and I'm hoping, because it takes a lot of time, and then to think and plan the lessons out, and then to go ahead and like hook everything up, get everything working right. You guys follow all these steps. All right, so if I just pop Photoshop, I'm just gonna use Photoshop. I mean, you could put it in a website. There's also websites that will like smash your image sizes down. Okay, here's my photo. This is exactly what it would do. You could trim it if you wanted to, but instead of that, I'm just gonna go File, Export, make sure you know you have it. And I just probably put it as a PNG, Particle Network graphic, and then just make it way smaller, like somewhere around 1920 by 1080. But this is the actual workflow. Yeah, look at how big that photo was. That's huge. That's almost like the size of a printed photo. And at 25%, now we have a legit file. Here's the file size, 3.2. That's not so bad. Okay, and then we'll just put it back in here, and we'll call it, put a CC on it, right? That'll absolutely work. And we'll go back to MailChimp and see if MailChimp is still struggling it up. All right. No, so it's too big, and MailChimp's having a problem. I've never witnessed this. But tell you what, we got our workaround. Ooh, look at that. Talk up your brand. Now, so remember our framework, okay? We want to either have a picture of you, your logo, your brand, also something with a niche statement here. That would be the only thing that's missing. We could add it if we really wanted to. Not really that big of a deal. Right here, if this was a serious site, I'd probably size that picture in a little bit better, and not just kind of like cut off at them kissing. But since it's a dating website, it's enough for you guys to see how easy it is to build out your signature transformational program. The domain's on point, and we want to find out how so many singles have found love through Heart Hackers in 30 days or less. Okay, book a call today, right? And then down here would be like, I want to keep the font up on this top one big, so we're gonna call it And then we could have like insert fake customer story, right? Insert text if you only have a photo of their outcome. Insert text, transformation, talking about undesired life before program and desired transformational life outcome after program here, right? And because you have this amazing button right here, we're going to book a call, right? And this one we'll change the color style on this, so we could change it to any of these, or you can add. Oh, there it is. I had to click in the text directly. And what did we do? We capitalized book a call today. And just by generally adding a little bit more, if I didn't want this letters to be that color, I make them white. Oh, yep, not easy to see. We're going to go with that, right? And then also just to make this bigger, because I just kind of want to like make sure you guys are like really well. Yeah, right there. So this was clicking, highlighting, and then we went to heading 4 to do that. And then this appears like a heading 2, right? All right, so here's now we're starting to work with, you see it coming together. We got our either logo, picture, view, niche statement, calling out who we work with, kind of niche transformation statement right here, just kind of like everything we've already, established of why you'd want to book the call. Like, there's some pain points there of not finding love, and they can quickly do it in 30 days. So that's like would be like a pain point transformation right there. And then the book to call, the one website, the one function, right? And now as we come down, we're seeing testimonials. And you know what? We're missing a straight up text headline that says freaking testimonials. So then here you go. Here's the other option. You just want some text here, but everything comes with a button. Great. We're going to delete that. And we're going to delete this right here as well. Well, I could just hit Control A and delete. And then right here, we're just going to call this testimonials, and we'll just literally call this, Heart Hackers Testimonials. Right. And that's beautiful. So don't get too far in. Remember, do not X off your page. You see that saving right there? Don't X off your page while it's still saving. You'll never get it done. All right. So now I just before I even hit preview, I'm just going to hit done, and I'm not going to hit finish later. I'm always going to hit publish changes. Okay. Right. So it's now published changes are good. We don't lose our work. That's just like a kind of like save as you go. You can do it more as you finish a section. Just remember, when you first start, you're only going to have your first homepage and then this add page section here. I will teach you how to do this shortly. But let's just finish this out. So, okay. Here's Mira and Tim. Now, in order to get this to look really good on mobile, the secret is to pick the same cell. If you're going to do, whether it's a video block or testimonial, you want this same layout again, okay? So then for this one, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to delete this, right? So we're going to remove that section, and this looks like the right section, because what's going to happen is when you view this on mobile, we're going to wait. Okay, changes saved. And all right, we're going to hit done. We're just going to hit publish changes, right? And let's just go edit site. Now we got our changes. Let's go edit page. Now check this out, preview, right? I'm going to show you why we want to stagger it like that. So this is the desktop version. That's above the fold, right? So we're doing good. We're doing good. We got our transformation. We got a quick, little line right here. And right here, we have our transformation with our book to call. And now what happens when we switch to mobile? Same thing. Look at that. This is all above the fold. This is like very simple. Like if that's only going to be, the one thing we're focusing on, like we are crushing it. Now, as we go on, Heart Hackers Testimonials, Now we could adjust that space a little bit, but it's for right now in demo, like that's not that big of a deal. Mira and Tim, right? Okay. So if you don't like the way the left to right column from text to picture, you can swap that from picture to text, because then this would be picture, text, and book to call, right? Picture, text, and book to call. But instead right now it's text, book to call, picture. Text, book to call, picture, right? You could put a book to call just under them, and instead, like, we could change it up. So let's exit preview. So if I wanted to flop this around, right? I would just insert a new section, text and image, and we're gonna go from left to right, and we're gonna hit replace. And now we have the content, so we can just insert it. Okay. And then this is why I didn't delete this, because now I can hit Control C on that text. I can come down here and I can delete, Control V, and these extra paragraph lines, you're going to want to delete those. So this is actually really good that I showed you this. And Tim. Okay, great. We can edit that book to call, or we can take that out, right? We can have a book to call scattered throughout in between. If we wanted to, we could have a book to call in between testimonials. So first, like, I'm just going to keep this simple, and actually delete this and show you what it would look like if I just did it differently. So this section right here, we're going to junk that, remove section. All right, this would be the correct section. We'll actually just leave this in. And then down at the bottom, so we have our testimonials, we have book to calls throughout it. And now these would be more getting into like frequently asked questions. The program, like what's in it for them to talk about, like, what the program has to offer, who's all. Okay, so after testimonials, we do have the book to call in there. We can include like a niche statement, like, okay, let's just use this third one. We'll use that one, and we'll include niche statement, and of course a book to call. So and find the love of their lives, right? It could be an exclamation point, doesn't matter. We're going to switch this over to book a call today, just to kind of give you guys an idea, right? And then just remember the color style on that, which probably want it to be like peach and black. And then we just go up right here, boom. And then maybe underneath, I would just like insert like either a video section. You could insert quote sections if you want. But I would probably do more image or just like text. And this will help you, talk about FAQs. Right? And you can break this down any way you want. Okay. Frequently asked questions. Right? And so I don't mean to drag this like website design out, and right here you would talk about that. And then at the bottom of the footer, you can change these for your links, what's really cool. So yeah, there's that book online again, but like you can hide this, you can delete that. But anyways, so these links, you just click on them. If you have Facebook, insert your URL right here, delete this and insert your Facebook URL. You can go up to a page by navigating to a copy and insert, right? You can get little icons like this off Canva. If like, you're looking for TikTok icon or something like that, or, But they do have, like other ones, they have YouTube. They do have TikTok. They do have YouTube. Let's say you're like, man, I'm not on no Twitter. I want my website on there. Website, URL. Yeah, you'd have to enter the website URL. But yeah, anyways. So, and then that will disappear, by the way. But let's say TikTok. There's no way they don't have a logo for that. It would populate. There's no way it doesn't. Here's the year and stuff down there. And then from there, of course, you're going to want to, you can go to your footer. And in your footer, you can include, if you would like to include a link or a link to any privacy policy, no refund, stuff like that. That's just going to be in the layout and then in the footer section of it. And if I can't expressly navigate it to it right here, here's where you would go and enter such information. You could also make it like a link that you click and it takes them to another page, or you could create the other page and you could drop the link over here. So there's other different ways of doing that, but yeah, just to keep it simple for when you first start. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a preview of this site. Let's just say like, hey, this is a XYZ, this is looking really good. Here it is above the fold. There's the branded logo. This is mobile. Look at that. Heart Hackers Testimonials. Mira and Tim, they went from blah, blah, blah to this. I could, if I wanted to, put a really nice, I could insert a content block right here, and that's where I would have a book to call. Oh, look at this other couple, Mira and Tim. And then I could put another book to call right here. Here's another lady that found love, right? And see, boom, I could have this. I could leave this the one it is, book to call, change the color button options. We help fed up men and women delete their dating apps for good and find the love of their lives. I think that's correct. Yeah, it is. Book a call today. Frequently asked questions done right here. And then knowing me, I'd probably have another book to call right here. And then this is the footer of your website. Okay, add in your links and, customizing that right there. But to just keep your design simple when you first start, design a nice logo, follow this template to start, book to call, testimonials, and don't forget like a section you could add, your program breakdown in this step or this phase, we covered this and we do this, and it's a 4-phase program that handles this, and this, takes you from 0 to hero, and that would be done with this right here, or inserting any photos you'd like or any videos, right? You want to keep this page real simple, book to call, right? The only thing you have to do is make this functional, and by making this functional, we do create a link for this. So we have to go get that. So we're going to just hit done. Okay. So for your site, guys, like, let's say, all right, okay, great, that's followed it. It answered all my questions. It talked about the program. It talked about what you get. Awesome. Done. Website done. Now, so let's go over here. Let's go ahead and go into appointments. It's under website. So open website and click appointments. And with this, we are now going to scroll down and we're going to add a new service. Okay. We already have this one. It's a heart session, but I'm going to go ahead and delete this. Delete the whole ass page. All right, so delete service. Oh no! All right, cool. Yours is gonna look like this. We're gonna add a service, okay? Now we're gonna hit one-on-one service name. We're gonna call this the Total Heart Takeover, right? Here. You will prep. Now, this wouldn't be my actual message, but for you, this is where you prep your students. Prep students. Ready for the call. Prep students for the call. If you're deciding to put your first video in your email flow, as a orientation. Make sure to tell them opt into email, right? And that can be found XYZ. Or, make sure you include that so they can find it right there, or they can find it on the checkout page because you provide it. Because remember, it's a separate page. So you want to give them instructions in the description, or you do want to make them aware of like what's going on. If you want SMS on their end, it's going to give them the allowance to add their phone number, which I would do. I would make this 45 minutes. Right. Okay. And then book now. It's a one-on-one. Hit continue. This is so simple. It's virtual. Right. This service will be provided virtually through a video call tool. Great. Phone call. You could phone call if you want. It's not going to be in person. So you could decide whether it's phone call or virtual. Virtual would be nice. All right. Video link here. Boom. So if you are using Zoom right here, you would generate through a video call tool like Google Meet. They're going to generate their own page and stuff like that. You would then get that link and you would put it here. And that's mine for Google. But let's say you could do phone call. I'll call my customer. We'll ask for your customer's phone number before they schedule an appointment. Or my customer will call me. No, you want to call their customer. So these are the two ways of doing it, right? And then if so, you have to provide that link here. We're just going to go ahead and I'll call my customer, right? And then you set your schedule. Like if you're taking calls 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, great. If not, edit this, and set your times. Like, oh, cool. Like, but I'm available like 2 to 5 Saturdays and nothing Sundays. And start time increments. Let's go ahead and do 45 minutes. Okay, fine. That's fine. Show time increments of an hour. Yep. 45 minutes one-on-one. This is a phone call. Here's the location. And here's the availability with some Saturdays. Publish service on the website. Let's go. Now, this is going to generate a page for you. So remember, you have your website link, your book to call link, and you will have your checkout page for under XYZ. And you will also have, if you're using that checkout page on Thinkific and not taking payments directly on the call, you are going to want to also have your free training page. And we'll go over that. So, edit site now. All right, now your site will look like this because you deleted it, added this appointment confirmation. Look at it. So now you have your main website. You can go and edit, make perfect, whatever. Don't spend long on it. And then we have your appointments. Great, you're scheduled for a service appointment. Thanks. This is what they will see. Add the Google Calendar, add the book another appointment, cancel my appointment, receive the confirmation email with your appointment details. And that is where it's going to provide business. So customize this how you want, change anything here. We're going through the same steps as before, right? We'll call that done. This is the thank you piece, right? And then this is your book appointment. So right here, we're glad to have you do the service. You can change this a little bit however you want. Change the image right here. You can make this a link to your training right here because it allows you to link images. So you could say click here or change this with something else. Whatever. But just be creative, right? You just want one thing to have. You just want the booked appointment and you can prep them for the call right here with and homework. This is call. That's perfect. We're going to hit done. We're going to make sure to publish changes, never hit finish later. So now we have your book to call asset, your website asset, and now we need to build your free video landing page. So this asset is just going to be a page where somebody can literally opt in and just this form. We could have it go, to this, right? And now, this is your sign up form here, right? And we're going to drop this, customize this, however you want, add a picture, and stuff. Text me, subscribe, it's just going to say like pages, URL, like where's for a reason to book to call. And then we did like testimonials, book to call right here. We made sure that this link went to the page, book online, right? We made sure that this unstoppable, I won't retreat, went to standing tall on my 2 feet. I will rise, and if I fall, so I'll do it all. Page done.